So I'll just talk real quick about principle number 4, mission and data production. So this is, this is what AES 3040 is all about. How do we take the post-flight stuff and turn it into an awesome product? There are many people in the world of UAS that this is all they do. You might not even you could work for a UAS company and not have a Part 107 license if you're really good with data. Right? This is another one of those hats we have to wear as a UAS pilot. Lots of little steps. So what we're talking about here is um, in-flight collection. So we have to know something about data to not waste our time during flights. So if we don't know what we're doing and we're flying and collecting shitty data, then we're not going to be able to do anything with that data. So we need to understand what we're doing. Then once that aircraft is on the ground, the data manager has to be good at making redundant copies of that data very quickly. I start this little section by saying data are gold. It's the whole point of us flying the mission, unless it's an emergency mission. The reason we're flying is to collect the data. So if we're not being smart about how we're collecting the data, then there's no reason to be flying. All right, so basically once we're on the ground, we want 2 redundant copies of the data as quickly as possible so that if a tornado comes or whatever, if we have that laptop open and it starts raining and all that data is sitting on the laptop, then we've really just wasted a whole day of flights. So we want to have that laptop connected to an external hard drive so that we make redundant copies of that data immediately. Anyway, so image selection and preparation. So we're going to pick we're going to hand pick the data we collected to create products. We're going to create those products. We're going to do some analysis based on those products, deliver our analysis, and then seek customer feedback. So that's really what is all into the fourth principle. And like I said, we could spend the most time of the project really on this principle. So it's small in text, but it can be a very time-intensive part of the UAS mission. All right, any questions about data production? Or this is my background, and I know I spent a very short period of time in this class talking about it, but I'm a remote sensing scientist. I'm a geospatial scientist. This is how I got into UAS. This is often a path for people getting into UAS because as a remote sensing scientist, like the idea of being able to collect data when you want it, what type of data, like the type of data you want, when you want it. This is a thing of beauty for someone that's really interested in remote sensing or a scientist interested in